Test, test, test. Well, I think I'm now going to give the commencement speech that you clueless kids should have heard, and the one that I wish that I would have heard when I graduated high school.
Hola.
First, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Joe Krasinski, and I've been a janitor here at your high school for nearly 40 years. This fact makes me uniquely qualified to tell you about what lies ahead in life, because I've been watching you kids come and go for decades. Well, I've chosen this day to impart my wisdom to you, because tomorrow is the official start of my long-awaited retirement. You know, first thing I want you kids to do is take a look around. Look at your fellow graduates. Study their faces. Remember what they look like, because today is one of the last days you will ever see them. Oh, I know you think this high school thing will go on and you and your friends will all grow old together, but I'm here to tell you to trust me. That is bullshit. Well, I'd like to address a few specific groups of people. Firstly, I like to talk to the druggies. You all know who you are. You're the ones that have spent most of your high school years getting high, talking about getting high, or planning on how to get high. Well, guess what? Most of you are going to spend the rest of your lives doing the exact same thing. Oh, a lot of you will go through failed drug rehab programs until everybody that loves you and cares about you just simply gives up on you. My advice, stop now while you're young. Let this just be a youthful divergence before it becomes the beginning of a long journey into addiction. Well, there's another group that closely resembles the druggies, which faces similar pitfalls, and that would be the drinkers. You know, it's said that someone knows that they're an alcoholic the very first time they take a drink. Most people can drink in moderation and enjoy themselves, but there's another type of drinker that takes things way too far. I'm sure everyone here knows someone that has these tendencies. In fact, at this point in your young age, their tales are legendary, even comical. But as time goes on, their behavior doesn't change. Trust me, no one's laughing. Now, I want to talk to the jocks. You know, the ones that would wear their high school jackets and walk through the halls of this institution as if they own it. Their mean-spirited sophomoric pranks have irritated us all for years. If you're banking on that identity to carry you into the future, then you have no future. I like to take this time to talk to those cheerleader types and the other young ladies who carouse the halls as if they were the second coming of Christ. If you've been more preoccupied into who's dating whom and what the latest fashion is, or just in general how cool you are instead of your studies, or how to write an essay, or even do some basic math skills, well, you are the ladies that I'm talking to. Now listen to me. Unfortunately, we We all get older every single day. And your beauty will not last forever. Be kind to others, not snobby. Be grateful and not entitled. These are the things that will make you feel more fulfilled and make you feel more fulfilled for your entire lives. Now, I'd like to talk to the geeks. You all know who you are. You're the smart ones that have been ridiculed most of your lives. Well, I'm here to tell you that you will inherit the world. I hope that the success that you find with all the hard work that you've put in doesn't jade you. I know the many sacrifices that you've made to do well in high school. And I know that you really wanted to be the cool kids, but trust me, they're not as put together as you might think they are. As time moves on and your day comes, I hope you meet it with grace. I'm sure many of you think that I'm some bitter old man who hasn't done much with his life and is using this opportunity to spew his hate and jealousy, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I truly wish all of you the best of luck, but luck will only take you so far. In this day and age of movies, television, and social media, we get pumped full of lies. And these lies say that happiness can only be found through fame and riches, that having the newest car or the biggest house is more important than faith and kindness, that living an ordinary life is a failure. Take a look around you. Aren't most of the people that you know in your life living an ordinary life? Do you consider them to be failures? In closing, I'd like to tell you my story. See, I graduated from high school not far from here. And guess what? I was the high school football star. I had it all. And after I graduated, my best friend and I, we enlisted in the Army to go fight in Vietnam. Oh, I thought I was going to be the big hero and save all my buddies and come back with a shiny medal, but all I saw was death and destruction. Some of those images still haunt me today. When I came back, my best friend was in a body bag and I was a drug addict. It took me a few years to put the drugs down, but then I just took up drinking, and it took me a few more years till I got completely sober. That's when I found this job. A lot of you might be thinking, what's so great about being a janitor? Well, it was a godsend for me. It gave me a steady situation which I desperately needed. A fair day's wage for a fair day's work. Got me back on my feet. I learned that I liked using my hands. Soon, the people that work here started to respect me, and then I started to respect myself. A few years later, I married the woman that's still my wife today. We bought a small house, which we raised 3 little girls. All 3 are now college graduates, and 2 of them have started a family on their own, which has given me the biggest joy of my life, my grandchildren. So, when you look at me, don't see some old man that's bitter because he hasn't done much with his life. See a man that's grateful. Grateful because he had a steady job, married the woman that he loved, raised a family, and also had the privilege to watch many of you grow up to be fine young adults. All of you have many years of adulthood in front of you, so go out there and make it the best life that you can. Did you enjoy my speech?
No hablo inglés, hablo español.
Perfect.